ESPN Friday Night Fights invades the Times Union Center on May 18th, featuring Raymond Serrano versus the defending NABO champion Karim hard-hitter Mayfield in a junior welterweight title fight. It's ESPN Friday Night Fights, May 18th at the Times Union Center. Tickets are on sale now.
Let's get it, buddy. Let's get it, buddy. Let's get
Back it up a little.
Everybody coming out. May 18th is going to be a fight. If he fights how he talks and he comes to fight, it's going to be a better fight. And I've been working hard, man. It took me a long time to get here. Hard work, dedication, and it's my time. I feel it's my time. And come May 18th, I will be the new NABO champion. He like to talk a lot. Over the phone, Facebook, all that. So come to fight, because I'm coming. I'm coming. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules. Let's discuss the BOUT line. Karim, from here on down, it's illegal, okay? You got the same thing, okay? Specifically, give me a good, clean fight, and let's keep it professional. Right now, I want you to touch him up. Let's get popping.
Serrano was on the floor, Joe, in his last fight. He has been on the floor a couple of times. Mayfield has also been on the floor.
Mayfield was quick to discuss that point with Tito Serrano. He's the kind of guy that sets up a lot of the pre-fight talk and the mental warfare before that bell rings.
Mayfield has been in better competition. Not as friends, very low. And again, Mayfield been in better competition, very important. Saw Mayfield today. Nice kid, smart kid, nice personality, very funny guy. Yeah, he is. He watches our show, and he saw the tape from his last fight that he fought on RF, and he told me, listen, and he's been working on being more fan-friendly. He noticed that I said that he grabs too much, and he said, you're going to see a difference. You haven't seen it all. To his madness. He'll push that jab out, see what hell he does, and then he looks for the right hand. He tries to relax you a little bit, make you think, well, nothing to worry about right now. And then after he pushes that jab once or twice, you get relaxed and jump in. That time he got nailed with the right hand.
Serrano came in and scored well.
See, that's the problem with playing games with that slow jab. You're throwing that slow jab, you're trying to relax your opponent, trying to get him to freeze on you where you can jump in when you want. Guess what? Serrano jumped in when he wanted to.
Well, very inviting opportunity for the right hand.
Yeah, because you're leaving it exactly this. There's an open door there. So you're hoping when you push the jab, A, you're out of range, and B, that your opponent is going to give you an opportunity to do what you want. But while you're pushing that jab, opportunity for your opponent. Mayfield, we'll see if he learned his lesson early.
Tied up with the left hand there.
Mayfield was cutting his last fight over his right eye. Does get in there with his head every once in a while. He's a strong guy, he's a short guy. And his style does allow for headbutting. You've seen a lot of the referee early, haven't you?
Getting Claudio's third man inside the ropes tonight. Holding early on.
punches, he'll fall in, he'll grab a little bit.
Tile right hand there.
He will jump in every once in a while, Mayfield. He's very quick. He figures he can get away with that.
End of one.
Well, the fight plan we talked about, Mayfield push that jab out and then make Serrano reach in a little bit. Oh, that's what he did. Look, he pushed the jab out, he makes Serrano reach in a little bit, and he nails Serrano reaching in with the right hand. Exactly what we talked about on the fight plan. Only problem, that first round, I gave it to Serrano.
Set back there against the ropes as we start round number 2.
Serrano, a little longer, a little taller. Figured that he should try to hold me outside, being that he has an advantage in those areas. Mayfield, maybe a little physically stronger, a little quicker, and maybe a little more pop. Both these fighters, Joe, they look for those right hands, and especially Mayfield. They double up. Your hands felt one right hand at you here. Reload that chamber. Usually you see one right hand in the left hook. Not with Mayfield. A little different, a little unorthodox. You see two right hands in a row. He had a lot of confidence early, but the man who has not been in with the top competition, Serrano.
For those of you looking to watch Sports Center, that is currently on ESPN News. We are in round number 2 of our main event scheduled for 10 between these unbeaten prospects.
Okay, Mayfield looks for spots. You push that jab, you know what's coming next. Jumping in with that right hand. He'll grab a lot, you see it right here, and then what he'll do is he'll push in, Joe, Mayfield. Make you feel like, okay, you know, he tied you up, he smothered you, and then he'll loosen up a little bit and he'll look to sneak shots in. Gotta stay alert with Mayfield on the outside and the inside. On the outside, he'll do that, he'll jump in. On the inside, again, he'll tie you up, he'll let go of you, and then try to catch you sleeping a little. See the quickness advantage a little bit there a moment ago with that jab of Mayfield.
Doubled up that time.
Looking for the right spot. He's freezing his legs, Mayfield. Kind of like somebody looking for the right key to the right door. Where he can enter. Mayfield's looking for the right entry point.
That time almost got caught flush coming forward. Fights in Albany, New York, which is home to a lot of professional basketball history, especially back in the 80s with the Albany Patroons of the CBA Hitta. You talk about being a farm system for great coaches and some good players who went on to NBA careers. This is where Phil Jackson won his first championship ring. Wow, taking the Albany Patroons to the 1984 CBA championship.
I feel like I'm sitting with the host of Jeopardy.
Isn't that something? Local CBA.
I'm excited. Excited. Right now, Mayfield looks to float a little bit, and then he looks to sting like that.
There's that right hand from Karim Mayfield, and he scores the knockdown.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's that sneaky right hand, and again, it's the setup from the fight plan. Pushes that jab a little bit, makes you relax, and then he does that, and he doubles up that right hand. Serrano better expect a lot of right hands coming. Well, there's a lot of right hands.
Oh, there's a big right hand in the mix there. And he falls to the canvas, luckily being ruled a slip, but he didn't eat a right hand prior to being thrown down. A lot of time for Mayfield to work with.
Right now, Serrano needs to grab.
The problem is you got to grab when the guy's close to you. You can't reach. See, if you reach, you do that. You leave yourself open again.
Now he ties up here.
It's the right time to grab when Mayfield gets a little too close. You want to be a finisher, Joe, in this business? When you got a guy hurt, no range. Don't get too close. Get close enough to get extension on your punches, but not close enough to get grabbed.
He was pushing him down behind the head that time. So the second push slip of the round after hurting him early on with the right hand that did score a knockdown. Showing a bit more patience with Serrano with an opportunity to tie up. Trying to survive this last minute 10.
So you said it right. Serrano with an opportunity. You got to look for the right opportunity. Guy gets in, falls in a little too close. Put the punches on. You grab him, but you don't reach to grab him. Now Mayfield's being a little smarter. At that time he fell in too close, he's going to get grabbed. And Serrano's going to do what he wants to do. Take some time off that clock.
One around the right eye of Tito Serrano.
Joe, you want to be a good finisher? Stay on the guy. But don't get too close. Keep enough grip to keep those hands moving. Don't get so tight that your opponent can smother you. I see some deep breaths from Mr. Mayfield. That's why he's slowing down a little bit here.
And then Serrano came forward with a right hand and then forced Mayfield into the bottom rope.
Look at that heavy breathing from Mayfield a little bit. That mouth open.
He's
grabbing some air. He threw a lot of punches this round. He grabbed some air again. You don't have to think any more of your Homeland fans. The reason why Mayfield's not going after him, he's trying to get another breath. That's why.
Looked like a clash of heads right before the bell, and it has opened up a gash above the left eye of Karim Mayfield. So both men bloodied in that round.
You're going to see that right hand, a little push jab and then a right hand, and that is the forte of Mayfield. That's where the power is. Again, jumps in with that right hand. He's got quick feet, or I should say quick feet. And Mayfield lands with that right hand.
You see in Tito Serrano's corner, Lenny De Jesus busy to work on that right eye.
Lenny De Jesus, good boxing man. Been around a long time. Probably about 35, 40 years in this business from New York.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Karim Mayfield has Virgil Hunter in his corner, who is the Eddie Futch Trainer of the Year award winner.
Mayfield, we mentioned it very early, Joe, first round, has been involved in head clashes before. His style is conducive to banging that head a little bit. He's short, jumps in, and you're going to get head clashes.
Eddie's card after that big third round from Karim Mayfield. A 10-8 round, 29-27. So the cut on the eye of Serrano caused by a punch, and the cut above the eye of Mayfield was from that accidental clash of heads just before the bell at the end of the round.
The four better round this round from Serrano. The reason for it, well, he survived, he got a minute rest. Mayfield was a little gassed at the end of that last round, and I'm thinking that Mayfield is going to look to stretch his round out a little bit, get some of that air back a little bit.
I'm not going to take it yet. All right, let's keep it clean. Don't hold it. Let's go.
Kind of warning that will be followed by a point deduction, most likely, from Eddie Claudio.
Interesting fight here tonight. Both undefeated, a lot of similarities. They have both lost majority decisions in their career. That means they've been in close fights. And they both, in their last fights, last two fights, they both went 10 rounds, Joe, for the first time in their careers.
For Mayfield, that was against a two-time Olympian, Patrick Lopez. Forbes got to the 10th round, but didn't finish it. He TKO'd the former belt.
big differences. You saw the similarities, the differences with these two fighters. Age is one. Serrano 9 years younger than Mayfield, and where they have gotten their fights. Mayfield has gotten most of his fights on the West Coast. And for Serrano, most of his fights right over here on the East Coast.
San Fran versus Philly. Mayfield against Serrano.
See a cut now over the left eye of Mayfield. We mentioned it, Joe. It was cut in his last fight. But actually, in his last fight, he was cut over the right eye. Tonight, he cut over the left eye.
And the commission here, referee Eddie Claudio, has ruled that being from a clash of heads, that the right eye of Serrano was from a punch from Mayfield.
A little better round than they thought it would be for Serrano. Knocked out. Mayfield spent a lot of energy the last round. And he's still showing some effects of that. Oh! Right at the bell!
Right on the bell, Mayfield floors Serrano. Can he survive it?
No!
Wobbly legs.
Come to me! Come to me! Get that 1 minute! Go! Get that 1 minute! Over there!
The corner's not ready. The corner is not getting him on the stool.
They don't even have the stool ready.
Time. They're wasting. Time is always valuable in this business. Never more valuable than it is right now. And they got him standing. They have no stool. The stool, you can see it. If our camera gives you a shot, now the stool's being put in. And again, they don't get him on the stool. They haven't given him really the full time that he needed. The referee tried to give him time to recover, but the corner didn't make the most of it. Nothing. Wow. They did not use that minute well at all. They did not ice him down. They didn't dump cold water on him. They didn't get him on the stool in time.
Time! Go over there! Go over there!
Massive confusion in the corner of Tito Serrano. In fact, he had cornermen pointing fingers at each other, arguing with each other as to what was happening, and they never even got a stool to him.
No stool, no water dumped on his head, nothing to really revive a fighter that has been dropped the way he was dropped. And we're seeing now whether or not Mayfield can finish what he started.
Serrano doesn't look good at all.
Well, the referee's doing the right thing. He's staying close and he's watching. Staying close, he's watching. I give credit to the referee. The referee gave him a chance. He got up at the bell. He gave him a chance, but now he's getting over. He gave him a chance, and now he stopped.
Karim Mayfield has TKO'd Raymond Serrano. And this time, they get a stool from him. Serrano never had a chance to recover after the last round as there was mass confusion in his corner. Mayfield took advantage of the opportunity, jumped all over him when the bell rang, and Eddie Claudio calls an end to the fight. Karim Mayfield now 16-0-1, and for Tito Serrano, the first loss of his career.
Part of that confusion in the corner, Joe, was the father of Raymond Serrano, Rick Howard. Raymond Serrano, I'm sorry. Raymond Serrano's father was in the corner, and from what we understand, he was trying to stop the fight in the corner, and other guys were. Actually, he wasn't trying to stop the fight. He wanted the fight to continue in the corner. And some of the other members of the corner wanted the fight to be stopped.
Let's show you what happened at the end of the fourth round, because with a second to go, Mayfield scores the knockdown. Listen to this.
Again, it's that right hand. Watch. Bang. He jumps in with the right hand. Serrano walks right into it, falls face first. The referee, because the bell is rung, gives him a chance to get up. He gets up, he goes back to the corner. There was mass confusion, and part of that confusion was the father of Serrano.
And then let's take you back to what happened between rounds. This is the corner of Serrano.
Now he's not sitting.
You hear one cornerman say it's over. Meanwhile, his father, Raymond Serrano, arguing it is not over.
Well, the man with the black skull cap is saying it's over. He saw the damage. He says, no, I don't think he should continue. He could get hurt. He's saying it's over.
That's Rick Howard.
The white cursing, pointing his finger. That's the father of Serrano saying, do not stop this fight, and using the language he used to basically make his point.
It was Rick Howard who was in the corner saying fight's over. Meanwhile, Dad is saying no, the fight continues, but it would only last a little bit into the next round. And you see them now as things have settled down, tending to Tito. Let's go up to the ring and get the particulars with Joe Antonacci.
Boxing fans, the time, 47 seconds of round number 5. Your referee, Eddie Claudio, calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by TKO and still NABO Junior welterweight champion, Karim Hard Hitta Mayfield.
Spent a lot of time talking with Karim Mayfield yesterday about how much this fight would mean. Two unbeaten prospects facing off against each other. Mayfield's the one who takes a step forward in his career. When we come back, we'll recap once again all the chaos and give you some more looks at that sensational punch he landed at the end of the 4th. ESPN Friday Night Fights presented by Corona Action. We were serving up a heck of a wild finish here as Tito Serrano was fried at the end of the 4th round.
Now, we talked about the right hand all night long of Serrano. That's a Sunday punch, and he lands it right on the button. I always talk about the subtleties of the sport. Watch the way he dips a little bit like he's going down, and then he loops it a little late. Let's watch it one more time. Just watch here now. The right hand that lands is not subtle. That's a heck of a punch. But watch the little subtle move by Mayfield. He's going to dip to his left and low. Watch. He's going to make a little bit of a dip. And as he dips, believe me, the eyesight of Serrano goes down a little bit, and the right hand gets in the high. Watch. A little dip, and then the looping right hand up top. Serrano never saw that punch. That is a perfect knockout punch, a blind punch, and a punch that's set up by the little subtle move of Mayfield bending before he threw it.
That is Karim Mayfield working with the trainer of the year, Virgil Hunter. He says he's a more complete fighter. He showed it there. A thing of beauty to stay unbeaten. We'll send it back to Bernardo. A fight that serves a purpose in the sport. Junior welters, unbeaten prospects beating up Karim Mayfield, Tito Serrano. Mayfield started getting the best of him in the 3rd, Teddy.
Yeah, well, his right hand is his power punch, and he found out early he could land it.
Things got real interesting at the end of round 4. Right on the bell, picture perfect right hand from Karim Mayfield.
Yeah, that's his power punch, and he lands it clean. But watch the little subtlety here on this next replay. He dips a little bit to his left, dips low, and then he loops high. And that takes the eyes away from Serrano. Serrano never saw that punch. Watch again. He dips a little bit, then loops high. A clean punch, a blind punch. Serrano never saw it.
And then listen to the chaos after the round when Serrano had survived the count. His corner in disarray. Cornermen arguing whether it's over or whether to fight on. They fought on, but it didn't last long. He was TKO'd in the 5th.
He never got really properly taken care of in that corner. Get no ice on him, no water on him. Never really a chance to recover. Who knows if he could have recovered from such a devastating punch, but with that chaos in the corner, the father saying, no, it's not over, and Rick Howard, one of the cornermen, saying it's over, he never got a chance to really get revived.
Suffers the first loss of his career, and now Karim Mayfield is 16-0-1. What do you think of Karim Mayfield going forward?
I like him. You know, I mean, there's a few spots in his game that he has to work on. I mean, there's disconnects. Every once in a while he disconnects a little bit offensively where he'll grab a little too much, and he's only fighting in spots and gives you a chance to get some work done, especially on the outside where you can maybe out-hustle him a little bit. But he's a good puncher. He thinks in there. You saw that with the knockdown there, or the knockout. You know, he didn't just throw a punch. He dipped a little bit. He knew what he was doing, and then he looped it up top. So it means that he's cerebral. He knows what he's doing in there. He's a guy that has quick hands. I like to watch him again. He's fun.
He capped off an entertaining card here in Albany, New York.
Trinidad. Right? He fought like him tonight. Serrano, great job. Right? And then you got to get stitched up. The lady came in. Again, a testament to the fighting heart of fighters. All right? First of all, got up. All right? Looked to go back out there, fight that round again. Made a war of it. Great fight. And also, coming in here shows he's a real man. After that kind of fight, cut up, stitched up, he's in here in the press conference. Right? He'll be back.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. Shout out to Karim Mayfield. He fought a good fight. This is boxing. Come with a good shot. Take nothing away from him. I'll be back. You know, that's all I can say. Thanks for everybody coming. Thanks for y'all to give me the opportunity to fight for the title. I get it.
Serrano, good job again. All the fighter. Yeah. Back. All right, take care of that. You get that stitch up.
Great.
Good job, babe.
Did you have, with him crouching and that sort of thing, would you have trouble, getting down, kind of?
Actually,
it seemed like he was ducking under a lot of things and that sort of thing.
Actually, I was surprised of how easy it was, for me to hit him, and he's an undefeated fighter, and he's strong, and I was just surprised at how easy, and he caught me with a good shot. That's all I can say. But other than that, I felt like I was winning a fight until I got caught.
Good, thank you. Again, we'll see you again. So Karim, keep you up to speed. Talked about your fight. Raymond Serrano was in here. Talked about you had a good night. You tagged him, put him away, and congratulated you on your victory.
Thank you.
He's going to get stitched up. I think you got stitches too?
Yeah, I got a little cut on my eye.
They get stitched already?
No, we're going to take care of that.
So both of them are going to get stitched up. To me, that means I got to pay an extra $1,000 in deductibles. That's promotions. Great fight. I'm pleased to see a fight like that again. These are two warriors. Both of them fought their hearts out like the rest of the guys on the card. Raymond was out, got up, kept fighting. I know Karim was a little tired there, I saw, but had the heart, kept coming back in, fighting, throwing those punches. And you know what? That's what fighters are made of. It's a lot to be proud of. Big win. And I'm sure Karim's got a big fight that's going to be coming up probably in August and September based upon this win. He's back in contention after being off for a while. And looking forward to seeing you again. Good job, Karim.
Thank you.
I know you want to speak. You broke out in that rap in the pre-fight. This guy was shocked.
I want to first thank my creator, Yahweh Elohim, for my victory. And Serrano is definitely a good opponent. 18-0, 8 KOs. He was fast. He actually put some nice little combos together on me. I'm like, it was funny because in my mind I thought, I'm like, okay, he's going to come out with maybe just a few shots. And honestly, I was hoping that he was a little timid, but he wasn't at all. You know, I caught him with a great shot that put him down, and that normally should have put a lot of guys out. He shouldn't have got up from that because I caught him flesh and the way he went down. But what I was saying to my team, I said that he's a pit bull, and you know, pit bulls just on the strength that their mentality is to always just keep going, and it has nothing to do with fighting. It has to do with just the mentality of going. You know, just if you run with them, they're going to run hard. If they're on a rope, they're going to shake hard. And he definitely has a pit bull mentality, and I just take my hat off to him. As I said, he's young and he's up and coming. He's only 22 years old, and the guy has a long career ahead of him. And as I said, he's definitely was a good opponent, but I was a better man tonight, and I'm just happy for my victory.
Can you walk us through the sequence at the end of the fourth round and how that big shot
If I'm not mistaken, it was the third round, and my corner had a good corner. My corner told me to stay composed, you know, just don't come out doing anything stupid. He was, they didn't use the word stupid. They said don't come out with anything reckless. And, you know, I stayed composed, and they just kept telling me to stay composed, come out with my jab, stay composed, and we'll open up shots and we'll see shots, you know. And my corner told me that that was a shot that's going to be hard to recover from, regardless of how much he seemed to be okay. And a minute's time wasn't a long enough time to recover from a shot like that. So I stayed composed to, well, a little bit. It's kind of hard to stay composed when you're feeling. In my mind, honestly, I was thinking, I don't want to let this opportunity go where I could have got him out of there and I didn't. So in my mind, I was sort of, it was, you know, I trusted in my corner, but I was thinking to myself, I need to put the pedal to the metal and step it on a little bit. So I stepped on it a little bit. He caught me with a nice shot when I was coming in, so that reconfirmed to listen to my corner again and continue to do what I need to do, and that was to stay composed. So, and then going into the third round, you know, I remember the ref said, you know, watch out with the grappling and things of that sort. So I definitely want to watch out for that. You know, I remember my last fight with Steve Forbes on ESPN. Telly Ellis was saying that my style could have been conducive to the fans. So, you know, I didn't want to change my style, but different strokes for different folks. And, you know, that style was particularly tailor-made for Forbes. And regardless if it was conducive or not, but we definitely, you know, worked on not being conducive to the fans. And we definitely wanted to be more fan-pleasing and come out without much of the grappling. And we did that tonight and, you know, capitalize on the opportunity that we had.
Karim, you definitely had a very kind of a crouch style tonight. Kind of describe that a little bit. Did you kind of like, it's almost like you coiled the power up and kind of sprung up. He had a lot of shots that either missed high or that sort of thing, and then you caught him with the right at the bell, and then that right, you know, that ended it basically.
Correct.
Talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, me fighting, I'm only 5'7", and me fighting, maybe even giving myself 2 inches, but fighting, you know, I haven't fought anybody. I've always fought guys that's 5'10" and larger, and I've actually been sparring, had some great sparring, had a good sparring camp. But nevertheless, that crouching style, to answer your question, was a lot of times when you got guys that actually, you know, he's only 5'8", so when he's probably only, haven't fought too many short guys or around his height anyway. Anyhow, when you got a guy that's a little shorter than you and a guy goes down lower, it's actually a little timid because you're thinking that you don't want to be reaching down, and then when you're reaching your jab, you're reaching to jab. You have to reach down to jab. So coming up with that coiling style is actually very, what word can I use? It's very intimidating because you have to reach down, and I'm actually reaching up while you're reaching down. So it's very intimidating, and I knew that when I wanted to, I can actually make opportunities from that. And if I wanted to actually get rest at times, I could. And if I didn't get rest and he came in, I'll be able to capitalize on what I had.
And that right that ended it, just talk about that. I mean, obviously the sequence, but you ended with that.
Yeah, the right that ended it, I seen him go back a few times. Honestly, you know, after the first knockdown, in my mind, you know, I'm a prize fighter, and you know, I still have a humble nature. I still have mercy in my heart, and I was thinking the way he went down, I'm like, you know, he's only 22. I don't want to, you know, have to go out and try to, you know, finish this guy like that. But me being a prize fighter, I had to do what I had to do. But honestly, when I was in that corner, I was thinking, man, this dude is 22. Don't just send this guy out there. He's done. You know, but he wasn't done. His heart was there. I don't want to say nothing like that. But as in physically, he was, a little wobbly. But nevertheless, I thought, don't send this guy back out there because obviously I'm coming out to finish the job. But I was thinking, they knew he was a game opponent, so I guess they wanted to give him another chance. But honestly, I thought, okay, they don't send him back out there. But I had to go do what I had to do, and once they say go again, the mercy stops. But while I was over there, I was a little merciful thinking. But when they say when the ref says go, it's go time. Anybody else?
Well, thank you all.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
we'll be back
Take
over
care.
again.